Sorry about that. Hello, you guys. Lala here. Today, I'm doing a video on it is for the Fit and Fabulous Wednesday out on Natural Sunshine. And this is a more serious video that I'm doing, and it's in regards to the reason that I chose to be vegetarian. There were a lot of naturalistas out here just curious as to why I did it, one, and how I succeeded. What was it that was the reason that I did it? So it basically started out as many of you know, I started going to culinary school. Um, and I was at an average weight. I mean, I wasn't really no bigger than I had been, but within the past year, this is 2011, so within 2010 and 2011, I quickly gained over 50 pounds. And what really did it for me was it was about, had to have been about 3 or 4 months ago. Actually, it was in March. I went to the doctor, and I was going, I believe, just going for a checkup for my cholesterol because I was diagnosed with high cholesterol back in the latter part of last year. So I've been on high cholesterol medication, and I didn't really worry about it because I was getting free samples from my doctor. Well, a couple months ago, that had to stop because I was told by my insurance that I had to try another one and yada, yada, yada. I don't want to go too far off the subject, but I had to start paying. And it was going to be $40 a month, and that was just something that I couldn't afford. So back to the doctor's appointment, I got on the scale, and it was 236 and a half, and I'm thinking, whoa, this is the biggest that I have ever been. I mean, when I went in the hospital to deliver with my children, I weighed no more than 208. So that was well over and beyond what I should weigh. Being 5 feet 2 inches, I don't really have much room to gain weight. And due to that weight gain, I mean, I could feel it in my knees, my back ached. I'm 34. I'll be 35 next month, and I just felt like I was well into my 50s and 60s. I felt horrible. So that was like a wake-up call to me that I really had to do something about my weight, and I kept, saying it to people, joking, oh, I'm getting too big, I need to lose weight. I even told it, said to my fiance, and he was like, well, whatever you want to do, I'll support you, and he's always been like that, but I procrastinated. That's what I do. I'm a procrastinator. It's always, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week. So I just recently finished my nutrition class in school, and one of our final projects was we had to do a book report. And I had no clue what I wanted to do. I really didn't want to do it. So out of selfish reasons, my nutrition teacher, she actually gave me this book. She's like, here, Alana, try this. Try reading this. I'm going to give it to you because I really want to know about it myself. And of course, it had a sister on the cover holding some kale greens, and I was like, ooh, cool. And the name of the title was By Any Greens Necessary. And I can't remember the entire title. I'll put it down in the notes. But I was like, this is something I'm going to check out. Well, I opened the first couple pages, maybe the next day, because it was a later class, so I didn't get home till late. And I was hooked instantly. It went into why, processed foods aren't good, the dangers of sugars, refined sugars, everything. And then it went on to meat. And I love the way that she wrote the book because it's like she could read your mind, because you'd like, oh, well, I don't eat that much red meat. I eat chicken. And she was like, well, here's the facts on chicken. And then it even went to, oh, well, you're probably thinking, shoot, I just eat fish. Well, here's the fact of fish. So it just covered everything. And what I got from it is meat itself isn't bad. It's the way it's processed, and just the way that animals are treated from birth to slaughter. It's ridiculous. I don't know if I'll ever get that drastic where I'll be hugging trees and holding my PETA sign talking about the welfare of animals. I don't know about all that, but it does open your eyes, and as a result of that, it's not good what's going on in our meat here, in our society. And so I challenge myself. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to see if I can do this. And like I said earlier, being the procrastinator, I had to quit cold turkey. I couldn't do a few meals per day, a few meals per week. I had to just go hard at it because I know myself. So as of April the 13th, of 2011, I started going vegetarian. Now, have I failed? Yes, I have. As far as meats, I am a lover of seafood. Scallops, shrimp, and lobster are all my top fave. I go to culinary school, they have shrimp and scallops. Within the past 2 months, yes, I've eaten shrimp and scallops 3 or 4 times, a couple at a time. So I fail as far as me saying I'm vegetarian. Pescatarians are those that do eat fish. I don't consider myself that. I consider myself a vegetarian. However, I have failed. So, but I've been, doing good. The back of the book gave a list of items that you should buy if you're starting it out new. So I went ahead and did that. But 2 months later, June the 13th, which is this past Monday, I went to the doctor, and the first thing I did was get on the scale. It read 215. So that meant I lost 21 and a half pounds within 2 months. Now, mind you, I also regularly exercise about 3 times a week, 45 minutes. This past week I haven't, but I did start back up yesterday. So I'm not just not eating to lose the weight, I'm also exercising as well. So with that being said, I love it. I mean, as I have a group out on Natural Sunshine, vegetarian/vegan recipe swap. A lot of us girls out there trade recipes. I love it. This is a lifestyle change. No, this isn't a diet plan for me. I'm not gonna, do this for a year and then hop back on the meat wagon. No, this is a lifestyle change for me. This is something that I'm committing myself to do wholeheartedly for several reasons. Not only the weight loss, but there is a really strong family history of cancer on my mother's side. My mother passed away at 49 of pancreatic cancer. My oldest was a month old when she passed, so she would have been 50 that year. She died at 49. Her mother and grandmother, which is my great-grandmother, they passed away of colon cancer. Her father, which is my grandfather, died of cancer. I'm not sure what type. But just to say, for me to lose my entire maternal family off of cancer, that's another wake-up call. My grandmother on my father's side passed away with cancer. My father's not doing well, but that's another subject. I don't think it's health-related. He suffers with alcoholism, so that's a whole nother story in itself. But just to say, I have too many strikes against me not to do something drastic in my life. And so I praise God that my teacher, not even knowing what she did, I really feel that the Lord worked through her to give me that book to open up my eyes. Even if I didn't do it, it was still a wake-up call, because it's one of those, truth is knowledge. And by me knowing what is going on and me deciding not to do it, then it will fall on me. So I just thank God for where I am at this point in my life. The first step was going natural with my hair. That opened my eyes, and then I soonly followed with my body, because I want to live a life where I'm lined up literally from head to toe. So that is a brief as I can get, reason as to why I went vegetarian, and I'm striving to go vegan within the next year, and that's no animal byproducts, eggs, dairy, meat, nothing, because I still right now I'm weak to cheese and to dairy, because I bake, so I do use it and I do consume it myself. But my ultimate goal is to be vegan around April or May of next year. And my ultimate goal, weight loss, I want to go from 236 to 156. So that's 80 pounds by next April. So I hope that helped for a lot of you that asked. And I'm here to assist in any way I can if anyone's curious. And like I told another friend of mine, if I don't know, I'll definitely find out for you. But be blessed. Think about it. Challenge yourself. See if you could go a couple days or a couple meals without meat. You'll see how easy it is. Thank goodness to the soy products. I eat lots of soy, not an abundance of soy, but I do eat quite a bit of soy, and that helps me. So I'm just grateful for that, because I'm not gonna lie, if I had to eat just vegetables, I would go mad and I would have fell off the wagon a long time ago. So I hope that helps, and thank you once again for listening to my story. Have a good day.